the screen on the Student Services Center to drill down into all sorts of information about a student. You'll log into PeopleSoft as yourself using your ASU Right ID and password. Go to Campus Community, Student Services Center, and then you'll search for the student that you want. Again, remember that the ID is the affiliate ID, which is the 1000 ID. Campus ID is the ASU ID, that's 993 or 995. And national ID is the Social Security number. We're going to go look for a fictitious student whose last name is student. So we'll type in the last name and click on search. And the listing of all of the people who have a last name of student will appear down below. You can sort this list by clicking on any of the column names, and you can click on any of the links to go to that student. We're going to go click on example student. And this is the student center for that student. We can see all sorts of information that's here. Front and center is this week's schedule for the student. Notice that this is this week's schedule, so if the student is looking at these classes, it really is the classes for this week. If they take a class that starts later in the semester or earlier in the semester, that class won't appear on this schedule. They can see their full class schedule by going to you can see their class schedule by going to the Academics tab, or they can see their schedule by going to the My Class schedule. You can also click on that link, click on the term and continue, and it will show you all of the classes that they are currently enrolled in, whether or not they have to go this week or not. Anytime you're in PeopleSoft and you find a cancel button, if you click cancel, it will take you back to the previous screen. Some other items on this first screen that are of note. Over here on the right, you will see the holes that the student has that may or would prevent them from enrolling in courses or taking the next step that they want to. There's a to-do list for the student for things that they need to accomplish. Enrollment dates if we're in an open enrollment period, their college and major. There's also new tools that will appear at the bottom, like the class and catalog search beta. These links are available to you and also to the student. Over here on the left, you can take a look at the grades. The information on this grades link is also available at the top of the screen under the Academics tab. You pick the semester that you're interested in, and it will show you their grades. It will also show you their current GPA and the cumulative GPA for that student. The wish list is a function that is not turned on in PeopleSoft, although we have not removed the link, so this link does not work. Official transcript also is something that won't work for you because the official transcript is something that the student would pay for, so you cannot request that for them. Test scores will show you the test scores that have been put into the system for the student as of that date. One of the other important icons that you can look for are the deadlines. Each of these deadline icons will tell the student when they can withdraw from a class, when they can drop from a class, and when they can withdraw from a class, and those are set per class, not per semester. So if they have a class that starts early or starts late in the semester, these dates will be adjusted for that particular class. So those are all of the different things that you can see within the Student Services tab. Period. Okay, stop. If you go further down the screen, you'll be able to see the financial status, if there is any, for the student, as well as the demographic data, their current phone, email, and address. If they're a new student to the university, university, then there'll be an admission status here. In this particular case, this student is a continuing student, so there's no admissions application at this time. Don't be worried about that. If they're an ongoing student, they would not have that. And then at the bottom, there'll be the residency status for the student as well. And those are all of the different things that you can see on the first tab of the Student Center. Remember that the student will be able to see all of the same information basically starting below the tab here. They will not be able to see their ID or any of the service indicators that might pop up, but they'll start here and they will see everything down below for this first tab. All of the rest of the tabs is information that you'll see, and we'll talk about the information that you can see there in other videos in this directory.